everybody doing today? I hope well. It is 5 o'clock and I'm just now getting started on dinner. But we're going to get it done. Thank you for watching and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Rhonda and you're watching A Dash of Love. And I do cook with a dash of love. I promise. Today, I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to fix. And I've got a round steak. And it's not the easiest steak in the world to cook because you need a long time to marinate it for it to be tender, unless you're going to cook it for a long time. But today I've got my little hack, and it works. And that is this: sodium bicarbonate, baking soda. The round steak comes from the rear leg, back leg of the cow. He works that muscle a lot. Therefore, that meat's going to be tough. Okay? What this baking soda does is it, the pH level changes the structure of this meat. It breaks down the proteins. It unwinds all of those proteins. You know, it just kind of you know, and if you leave the baking soda in it too long, you will have mush. I promise you. So you have to be careful with this process. What I done is I put about a half a teaspoon, not much, depending on how much meat you need tenderized, a half a teaspoon of baking soda to about a cup and a half of water. And then I put this in a bowl and I poured the baking soda water over the steak. Don't let it sit no more than 60 seconds, no more than a minute and a half, because this is thin. If you're using thin meat, if you're using thick meat, I would not do it no more than a couple of minutes. You can start seeing the meat changing, but it will tenderize it quickly, but just be careful. If you have any questions on that, leave me a comment. Just ask me on my comments, and I will answer you, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Another thing, most of you know that I know this looks ridiculous, when you cook a piece of meat like this, or any kind of meat, the grains go down this way, as you can see. When you get ready to cut your meat, cut it this way. That's against the grain. It makes a better chew, and it's more tender. And I thought that was a crock when I first heard it, but it works. It really does. I guess because it's breaking the strands of protein, you know, differently or something. But anyway, that's that. Now, I make up my own fajita mix. I don't really care for the packaged. I'm not a big fajita fan. But what I've got here, okay, I've got several different things. I've got about, let's see, let me think a minute. I've got 3 teaspoons of cumin, okay? I've got about a teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of garlic, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of chili powder. I've got a half a teaspoon of brown sugar. I've got some salt and pepper. And I think that's it. I've got it written down, and I will put it in the description in case I missed something, okay? So let's hope I didn't. Let me lower you here. Now, I patted this meat with paper towels, okay? And I'm just gonna put this seasoning on here. I'm just gonna pour it all on there, and we'll do it this way. How about that? I hope y'all watched my pasta making business that I did yesterday. I said 2 teaspoons of olive oil in that mixture, and it's supposed to be in 2 tablespoons. But I hate y'all missed the other one that I made where I accidentally deleted it. It broke my heart, y'all. Okay, now I have really coated this meat. See? And I'm gonna let that sit for just a minute. It's pretty much room temperature. Let me wash my hands. Okay. I'm heating up a skillet over here. I did not get out the huge skillet. I've got a smaller one. Oh, and I wanted to show y'all. Instead of chopping up green peppers and onions, I had some in the freezer. This is what I had. That great value, yellow onions, bell pepper, red bell pepper, and green pepper. And guess what? That's what I'm using today. Ta-da. So, that's gonna be good, I hope. So, got my skillet going. Over here, and it's delicious. Someone very dear to me had surgery, and I'm going to be taking them some dumpling soup without the chicken. But it's, I cooked it in some onions and celery and some better than bouillon and some other herbs. And let me show y'all. And it is so good, y'all. Look at there. Oh my word. Look at that. It's so good, y'all. I promise you. Easy to make. I just use my biscuit recipe, and I knead it like I do pasta, and you knead it until it's stretchy, or you know, when you press it and it bounces back. When it bounces back, it's good to go. Okay. I'm going to try to cook this steak in this pan here. I'm going to jack it up, y'all. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back, y'all. I do not want to cook this steak well done. You really don't want to. A couple more seconds, they won't hurt. So, like I said, I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I've been busy today. I made this person some Jell-O, and I'm going to make this person some chocolate pudding from scratch. I may video that, I don't know. It sounds good anyway. So, probably sear this about a minute and a half on one side. Depends on how well you like it cooked. And I'm going to cook my vegetables in all this stuff that's left over in the pan. It smells good, guys. Alright. That pan's hot. I'm going to add just a tad more of olive oil. And I'm gonna heat my tortillas up in here. I got small ones. I don't have any big ones. I don't have any big ones. It smells good. And I'm not big on fajitas. I don't know why. Here lately, I haven't been that big on anything. You ever cook something? Or you cook your family dinner? That light bulb. Hold on a minute. It was out. You ever cook your family dinner? And then once you finish, it's like you don't want it, or you have to sample it, you know, to make sure the seasoning is right. Boy, every time I get around pepper or anything like that, it makes me want to sneeze. And after you get done fixing dinner, you're like, everybody's just munching out, and you're like, I get like that. It's like, I don't want it, you know, after I cook it. It's like other people cooking, their cooking tastes better to me. I don't know. It's weird, ain't it? I think this is about good. I think this is about good, y'all. I don't want to overcook it. And I'm going to let this thing rest. I'm going to let this thing rest. Okay. If it's not done enough, I'll throw it back in there, but I think it's fine. All right, I'm gonna throw some more olive oil in here. I'm gonna have to order me some more. This is the best olive oil. It's got a wonderful flavor. It's Moroccan. It's cold pressed. So these were just about to thaw out. They were still a little frozen. I know y'all see me wipe off my stove all the time. I can't help it. I just can't stand grease everywhere. My other stove was in such bad shape that I'm so scared I'm going to scratch this one. The other one was white, and it was old, but it was a glass top or ceramic, whatever you call it. And it wasn't dirty on the outside like on the surface. Underneath that first layer, it was brown and it was in bad shape. You couldn't clean it. It looked horrible. It got to where it looked like it was getting ready to crack, which, like I said, it was really old. But somebody, I think it was my ex-sister-in-law, I can't remember, had put a, and I think this is a big controversy. Y'all tell me if this is real or true, that you can't use cast iron on these stovetops unless it's coated. Now, I use coated cast iron, but I don't use uncoated cast iron on it because I'm afraid to. But I think that's what happened to the white one. I really do. But I buy a special cleaner for this one. It's this stuff right here, y'all. Well, it's several different kinds. But I buy the cooktop cream, and it works. And if something sticks to it, I'll take a razor and I'll barely, you know, try to get it off, because I don't want to scratch it. Even though the thing makes me mad sometimes because it's a pain. It's very touchy. some water got on the buttons the other day, right here, and it turned the other burner on. It's that sensitive. So I have to put a lock on it. It's got a lock on it. So that way, if somebody rubs their hand across it or something, it won't come on. Okay. We're getting these things cooked on up here. I think I'm going to add a little bit of water. Simply because there was a lot of seasoning in that meat. And it will help cook these vegetables too. I'm going to cook all the water out and then get a good sear on these vegetables. But I don't want it to be salty. So anyway, that's going to cook.
Hey everybody.
That's from the Symptoms. Why do I keep saying symptoms? Simpsons. The Simpsons. He likes the Simpsons. Anyway, what I got is a few of these small flour, and I've got some white corn. I think I like the white corn better. I don't know. We're gonna see. It's not gonna be much to it. It's just gonna be steak and those vegetables and maybe a little bit of cheese, because that's all I got. That's all I got. So anyway, well, it's a cooking. See, I'm getting that water cooked out. And I told y'all, if you want your onions cooked a lot quicker, put some water in it, turn it up. It'll cook them quick. Quick. So, I'll let this cook, and I'm letting that meat rest, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I sliced my meat against the grain, and I put it all together. Doesn't that look yummy? Let me get a fork. I dropped that one. Let's put that one in the sink. He doesn't like it very pink. I do, but see how tender that is, y'all? That's what your baking soda will do. Look how tender that is. And I didn't marinate it 1 second. Not 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna fry up my corn and flour tortillas, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm frying these in a little bit of peanut oil. I don't want them hard, I just want them to puff up just a little bit. I need to get a paper towel, hold on. I'm gonna fry these up, and I just wanted to show you what I was doing, and I'll return. Okay, he's eating some. I still got right much juice in that. but he wants some taco sauce. He likes it. You like it?
Mm-hmm. I ain't got time to talk to y'all.
He ain't got time to talk to us. But I fried some tortillas, and he's eating it, so it must be pretty good. I'll probably be back in a little while. I gotta make some chocolate pudding from scratch. So, thank you for watching. I think that's about it. See y'all in a little while. Say bye, honey.
Bye.
How you doing? It's 10 after 8, and I'm back in the kitchen getting ready to make some chocolate pudding for somebody who is feeling under the weather. And it's a tasty pudding. I'm Rhonda, if you don't know, and you're watching A Dash of Love. And welcome to my kitchen. I hope y'all are having a wonderful night. But this pudding recipe, it's not all that hard. It is scrumptious, and I wanted to show y'all how I make it, okay? So let's get to it, okay? Alrighty. In a medium saucepan, okay, we got that. We're going to combine the sugar and cornstarch and cocoa powder. So we've got a 1/2 cup of sugar, okay? Cocoa powder, we have got, how much cocoa powder have we got? 2 tablespoons, okay? Right here, 2 tablespoons. Okay. And then we need 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Okay. Uno. I'm just about empty here. Dos. There we go. 3. Alrighty. Alright. Go stir that around. Alright, we need a dash of salt. Salt always brings out flavors, y'all. That cornstarch looks a little, I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. Lumpy. Okay. Now, in the measuring cup, we're going to set that aside for a second. I've got 2 cups of milk. Use whole milk if you can. Okay. And then we have 1 egg yolk. All right. I've got this neat little gadget thing right here. Let me get a paper towel, y'all. Hold on. Well, I'll get a cup. I'll just get a styrofoam cup. And just drop the white in that. Let me put this in the trash. See, isn't that cool? It's got little holes in it. Okay, 1 egg yolk. Bam. Okay. Now. Okay. Slowly whisk. All right, I'm a whisking. Now I've got to mix this up, and I'm going to tell you something. Cocoa powder does not mix well with certain liquids. So I'm going to do this a little bit at a time because it doesn't incorporate that well. I guess with the sugar it's doing pretty good. I need me a whisk that's got a silicone coating, but these are supposed to be non-scratchable pots. We'll see. It looks good already. I might have to make 2 batches of this. Okay. Okay. Now I've got to cook this over medium heat until it thickens. Okay? But after that, I'm going to add, I'm sorry, y'all, 1/4 of an ounce of chocolate. This is 72% Swiss chocolate. So it's going to be double yumpski. How about that? All right. Let's move this over to the slow stove. All right. All right, let's start it off on 4. It'll take a few minutes. It's either real fast and hot or slow as, I don't know what. All right, I got me a wooden spoon right here. That's awful good looking stuff right there. Look at that, y'all. Don't that look good? I could drink that. I'm gonna have to make 2 batches of this. That don't look like a lot. So I'm gonna double this recipe. I'll be right back. Okay, I doubled it. Look at that. And then you add this once it gets, you know, just about done. And you don't use your vanilla flavoring. Well, I don't never do that until it's done. If you put it in there when it's really hot, it really does cook the real vanilla out. So I'm gonna get this going and just keep stirring it. It's gonna be rich. And then I'm gonna take some whipping cream and make some whipped cream for the top. Okay? Okay, guys. I've been stirring this for 12 minutes. I finally turned the burner up just a little bit. It's starting to get thick. Look at that. Let me take it off for a minute. Oh, that's just luscious. Now I've got to put my chocolate in there. Let me turn that burner down just a little bit here. And you want to add your chocolate. I don't know. I'm going to see how much that is. I don't know if I want to add all of that chocolate. They may not want it that dark. Let's see what this does. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Woo! Mmm. Can you imagine putting that in the refrigerator, letting it chill? Might as well put the rest of it in there. And put your whipped topping on it. Excuse me, y'all. Goodness gracious. I was using my other spoon like this that had a clear, this is more rubberish, but the other one was plastic, and I was sitting here and it just broke. That looks so good. Okay, now I'm going to add I'm going to turn the stove off. I'm going to add my vanilla bean paste. And just stir that in. Because I don't want it to cook that flavor totally out. If I was making the vanilla pudding, I would be putting some butter in it at the end. Oh my goodness, look at that, y'all. Woo! Okay, let me get this over here. Okay, so I'm gonna whisk it just a little bit. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. Isn't it something with a couple of egg yolks and some milk and a little bit of cornstarch to do? I think I want to add just a little bit more vanilla because it was so hot when I put it in there. Okay. Extra vanilla's not going to hurt, right? Oh my word, it looks so good. Good and delicious. I was going to say delicious. That's about right. Delicious. The new word of the day. Delicious. All right. I'm going to put this in a bowl. I think I'll put it in this one. Make sure it's a clean bowl there. I always try to pour away from you. I don't know, it's kind of hard to do. Who doesn't like chocolate? Do y'all love chocolate? Wow. How about that? Goodness gracious. Now, see, if you don't, you're going to have to put a, you're going to have to put some saran wrap over that, or it will form a skin. And we don't want no funky skin on it, right? No way. And you want it touching the actual pudding, because it can form one underneath that. So you want it to touch the actual top of the pudding, or you won't be happy with it. And then I will put an extra on top of that. It's not necessary, but I feel like I should. Okay, there we go. Put it in the refrigerator for several hours. And put it in a dish, a serving dish, and fix you some whipping cream and just enjoy. But when it gets ready, I'll be back. It might be late, but I'll be back.